Nice job in this film. I look at this film and I kind of laugh just thinking of the idea and the concept. Do you think of that when you get a part like this, and that this is going to be fun, or is comedy always hard, or how does that work for you?
Um, in this, it wasn't my job to be funny.
Right?
That was Adam's job. So this was probably the easiest job I've ever had
Really?
because it is a comedy, so there's not a lot of dramatic scenes going on. So you don't have actors walking around in this sort of place of, my gosh, I've got to do this really heavy emotional scene today, or the pressure to really hit the emotion and find it. It's sort of like show up and have fun, and Adam's going to be funny and make you laugh. I mean, the hardest part was not to laugh too much. I keep having to tell myself, don't smile too much. He's trying to win you over. You're playing hard to get.
Is that a relief sometimes when you get a job like that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, because it's just fun. It's like you go to work and you say your lines, and it's fun on set. And Adam's very confident with what he does, and he's also very giving as an actor. And as far as if I wanted to change a line or if I didn't think something was funny. And also, he had written the script, so at first I was a little nervous to say, I don't like this line, I don't think it's funny. But he was really great about it. He was cool.
Did you have any idea growing up in Little Rock that you would be doing this?
Not really, no.
Really?
I don't think so. It was something that, like, ever since, I think I was 2 the first time I was on stage in the church. I grew up in the church and did plays there. And it was just sort of what you did as a kid. And I really enjoyed it. But I guess it seemed like such a pipe dream, such an impossibility.
Were you doing church plays and musicals?
All of that summer we'd go to choir camp and put on, I'd play Mary Magdalene.
So was everybody in church shocked when you did Chasing Amy?
I don't know if they saw it or even know about it,
I would imagine they probably would be. Because that one will burn your ears out.
It wasn't in the bulletin Sunday morning.
By the way, Sunday at Showtime, 10 p.m.
Yes, exactly. After service, we're all going to go to the theater and watch Chasing Amy.
Yeah, wouldn't that be wild? That's wild. I want to ask you a question about acting, but at its core, despite making money and publicity and all that, but at its core, when you do it, what do you really love about acting? What in some way fills you up a little bit?
I think because it's something that's creative, and it's just one of those. It feels very honest to me. It feels like a very sort of honest profession. Not everything surrounding it, but when you're actually on set and in front of the camera and doing the scene, it's in your stomach whether you're being honest or not. You know, and I'm sure most actors have had those moments where you weren't being honest, where it didn't feel right, but somehow you got by and it worked okay. But I think as an actor, that's what you strive for, is that, like, when you're doing the scene and you really feel present, and it's just such a pure thing to me, it feels like. The stuff surrounding it sort of I'm not so wild about. But when you are on set, and I never go to work and feel like, I wish I wasn't here. I would rather be somewhere else. And I think that that's a blessing in life, to be able to show up at work and never once think, I wish I was off doing something else. Or
Do you find acting as fulfilling now as when you started?
I find it more challenging. I find more frustration because when you first start, you're so naive, and any work is good work, and you'll do anything, and it's all so new. And if you get called back to go and you meet the casting director, and if you read and you get called back to go read for the director, it's so exciting and there's so much, and then you tend to get jaded, and I have to read for the director, and but it's frustrating because you start wanting more. You start wanting the better parts. You start wanting the good female roles. And those are really hard to find. But I think you just, you channel it. It's what you do with that frustration, and you can turn it into something very positive, or you can let it take you down.
I'm assuming that peripheral stuff doesn't always help you be a better actor.
No, it doesn't.
That you have to really shut some of that out.
You do. I mean, and that's why you have agents and PR people.
You have a good one.
I do. I have a really good one. I have a good agent. I have a manager. It's like I surround myself with good people, and they sort of filter it. And I don't go to the Hollywood parties and premieres. I'm not really into that. So it's nice. I can stay away from that. I have my place, and my friends come over and we play Monopoly. That's sort of my life.
As it should be. There you go.
I'm ripping out my ceiling right now.
Nice to see you.
You too.
All right.